So you saw Wicked, the movie?
Yes, I did.
And what did you think?
I thought it was fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I'm kind of glad that I'm glad. I should have said this a bit later. Maybe I'll edit it so I say it later. I'm glad I watched the Emiliano interview with them because
with Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande.
Oh, I won't remember.
Yeah.
But I've watched that video. I think I've watched it 3 times now.
Oh, yeah, I love that video.
It was really good. And so
she's getting Emma is getting flack for that. It's just saying this is fake. They're just faking.
Who's faking? That they were?
M's faking.
Oh, for God's sakes, of course they are. Of course they are. That's what she was talking.
She's had I think it's 13 million views now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's probably 1 million is from me, but no, she's getting a lot of views from overseas, and they don't understand because Americans can't understand what she's doing. I guess, yeah.
Being honest.
Yeah, not fake. It's real. Yeah,
it's real. Yeah, that's it, and it's not putting on a big old fat ass smile to pretend like it's
Yes.
What's that show? John Tesh and all those,
what is that?
The celebrity show.
Yeah.
And they're always just, everything's just beaming, smiling. It's so...
Yes.
So fake.
Fake. Mm-hmm.
So it was great. The movie was fantastic. I loved the music. I didn't realise they were singing live, which makes it even more
Doesn't
incredible.
it?
Oh, my God.
It's even better the second time if you see it again. It's even better. Even the first scene with... when they're, what do they say? No one mourns the wicked. That song. It's like,
right.
When you see it the second time, you're like, oh, that's actually Glinda's not smiling at all, and she's actually the wicked one. Really, she's the one. And so she's there, and she's finding it all very difficult and traumatic because they've all have this opinion of her best friend.
Yeah,
real.
Have you tried to watch The Wizard of Oz since then?
No,
I've just started watching it now.
Yeah.
But you should also look up the original Wicked Witch talking to I'm doing this. Who's the guy? Mr. Rogers. She gets interviewed by Mr. Rogers in his home. And she starts talking about her character.
And I just think that sometimes we think she's just mean and a very bad person, but actually you have to think about her point of view. That it wasn't as happy a time as she wanted it to be because she just never got what she wanted.
And almost seems to be predicting what that author was going to do with her character.
Oh.
She didn't see her as being evil. She actually sort of... I just wonder whether the person who wrote those books heard her talk about this because it was just...
Yeah.
That was weird. She sort of saw something different going on.
Oh, that's interesting. Have you read the books?
No, I was looking them up on Kindle and stuff to see.
Oh, I hear it's lots of different there's rape and there's
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of racism. It's very dark.
Wow.
It's not a happy book.
I'm definitely reading it. That's my favourite. I like the dark books.
You should read it. Yeah, it's really all political, dark stuff. Because I only know this because people are don't buy it for your teenagers for Christmas.
Oh, well, that's going to be tough. That's going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you think we should just do this and not even say that you would just start the conversation at the start and I won't even say anything. We'll just start talking. And I wonder how many people are going to be like,
who's that person?
It's what? I thought she was, I thought she was got.
Yeah. I thought they hated each other.
All those posts that I've kept, I've made it so it excludes you.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that. You can exclude certain people from posts.
Yes.
And I've said some pretty terrible things. And so, it's going to be very interesting to see what they have to say.
Yes. That's right. It could be we could be like Elphaba and Glinda. Which one would I be? I'm Elphaba. Aren't I?
What?
Am I Glinda?
Well, I'm not popular, so I can't be.
Am I popular? Oh, thank you. I'm popular. That is a compliment.
I was just talking about myself.
Of course.
What was the song? Oh my God. My favorite song was around, they were at the school. Oh.
Is the song about the university?
No, it was a bit later on.
Oh, the one with the books in the library? Yeah. It'd be that. Because I quite like all the songs, and I really also like the song I'm Not That Girl, when Alpha was singing it about, like I'm not the girl that he loves. But then also, that's
I think it might be that one.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it probably is. And then because a lot of people can relate to that, and a lot of gay men can relate to it because, they're not that girl that the guy likes. They have a crush on the guy. They've all gone through that. Not all gay people have gone through that, but there's a lot of high school secret crushes and stuff. And with blonde hair, and that I'm having a revisit with. It's just a really good song. I just really connect. But I do listen to Defying Gravity at least twice a day.
Yeah, so I know your hubby has told me probably as many. He told me probably as many times as you play the song.
Yes, yeah. He's had enough. I don't understand.
It's definitely I'm Not That Girl because it's right at that time. But I'm just looking at the soundtrack, and it was after Popular. Yeah, it's that one. That's my favorite song. Yep. So no, really, really, really good, and can't wait for the next one. I read there's a theory that they'll sort of do a remake of The Wizard of Oz, but I can't see how that would happen because in the next film, the part 2, it's the same timeline as when Dorothy arrived, so they can't.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I guess they could just do a remake, just with this different version.
I know, that's what I was thinking. Because it's been so popular, they're not going to want to stop. Now, has anything else been going on that you need to update everyone? What has been happening over the last weeks?
How long has it been since I've been gone?
Well, it's how many episodes? It's been 3 episodes, maybe. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think so. Yeah, not more than that. And you've been missing out on some big bucks as well. I've been receiving regular emails about ad opportunities, and then here's one just from today. Your podcast just got paid for running an ad, 14 cents.
That's amazing.
So you're missing out on all this, glorious money that's just pouring in.
That's incredible.
So sorry about that. That it's just.
Well, it's all happened since I've gone, really, hasn't it?
30 cents here, 12 cents there. I mean, it is building up.
And it goes into your bank account.
I don't know.
You don't know where it goes.
I have no idea where it goes to. It just says it's done it, and I believe it. But I don't know where it could be going to your account.
Well, no. I just check mine every day.
Okay.
For no reason at all. I just do because it gives me pleasure to look at money coming in.
Oh, money in, yeah.
I don't know why. Because then I can check up on my husband and see what he's spent money on.
Oh, that's probably a good idea too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Okay.
Now, that's not what you've done. What have you done? What have you done?
I've been working for a living and assisting people for a living, and my children, one of the kids just, school is difficult. Mm-hmm. So it's just managing that person, managing the child and everything. I'm quite like, I think I said this to someone with, when like the kids always wanted, like when someone wants a day off. When I was young, I'd be like, oh, can I have a day off, please, please, please? And your parents would say no or whatever.
Oh yeah.
This is me actually saying, oh, you know what? I think you should have a day off tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I do. And because I just don't feel like getting them up. Like it might take 30, 40 times of me calling them to get up. So I'm like, oh, I think you can have the day off tomorrow. So,
I'm having the day off of getting you up. So that's basically
exactly right. And I feel so much better for it. So that's so I do that sometimes, but I've got that on so Stella finishes on Tuesday, but I spoke to them today. She finds out new school new class, tomorrow. And I said, oh, you probably don't really need her on Monday, Tuesday, do you? And they're like, they can't say no, we don't need them, but they said we're not doing anything.
Okay. Yep.
And I said, okay, because for the autistic child, what they're doing this past week is just really unsettling because they're taking all the things off the walls.
I know, yeah,
right?
not good.
That's really hard. Stella's really anxious, So,
No.
because in the previous years, we've always had that week off. This last week, we've always just gone away because it's just a bullshit week.
Oh, true.
So,
yes.
And I can see that it's a bullshit week, and we're never doing it again. Well, she's only going next year. We're not doing it anymore.
Yep. No, I think the same thing happens in the high school too.
Yeah. It's just babysitting. Really.
Okay. Yeah, but then they're home. That's the problem.
Oh, but mine will keep to themselves, and they don't ask me to make them any food or anything.
Oh, look, no, that's not what happens here. Although on Monday, when I was supposed to go to the office, I got burnt. But I don't know if you've caught this, but you're not on the R. You're not on the R pill, are you?
No.
One starting with R that everyone knows.
Michelin, the one that rhymes with Michelin.
The Pitilin.
Yes.
And I got really badly burnt at the market, even though I was in the shade. But I thought you meant like
by the oven. Okay.
No, I felt like an oven. The heat coming off my face was just, it was crazy. Felt like shit. And then I Googled, that's a side effect for Pitilin.
That you can get burnt easier.
Yeah, extreme sort of heat sensitivity.
Sunlight
sensitivity. I know. I know.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm all red, and I had to take the day off, and I slept the whole day, and even Henry only woke me up twice.
That's crazy. Wow. Yeah. Oh, and then what else happened? Oh, we got a kitten.
Oh, that's right. Yes, the kitten.
Yes, the kitten. So, but that's been a really good kitten, and I think I can leave it now without it getting eaten by anyone else.
Oh my God.
Good. It's actually really good. It's very confident in itself.
Okay.
Couldn't be a better cat for.
What's its name again?
Smokey. Smokey Soot.
Oh, Smokey Soot.
Yes, they all have names. So we have Piper, Pom Pom, Princess, and Chewy Brown, and we have Billy. I've just forgotten his middle name.
Your good middle name.
I forget my dog's middle name. Oh my gosh! And we've got Ginger Carrots.
Ginger Carrots. Okay.
Billy. Oh. I just call him Billy Bob, like after Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob. Or Bob. I just call him
Come here, dog. I reckon I love you.
All right. I'm going to go now. So over and out.
Toodaloo. Until next time.
Yes. I'll see you later.
We'll be Defy Gravity.
Oh, yes. Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little impromptu return of Bianca to have a little chitty chat, and we're sure to have more of those in the future. Now, let's get on to the main event. This is my chat with Rini, who has also appeared on the podcast before, but this time we're going to be talking about a book she's got available on Amazon. So please enjoy.
Anyway, I'm.
Oh, look! I look out this door because I'm in a sort of converted garage, and every side I look is just all trees. But I've also got like the bird feeder there, and at the moment there's some lorikeets that look like they're considering putting a nest into the gum because there was another spot they were in, but the bees seem to have taken over that now.
Oh,
and we've got sugar gliders in there somewhere. I still haven't found out where they're hiding.
Yep.
But it's just amazing, and the brush-tailed possum in there.
It's the best. It's
so good. And then this stupid cedar, which doesn't have anything. I hate it.
Don't hate on the tree, Dan.
Oh, it's just... It's like cats. They shouldn't be here.
Yes, well, I agree with you on the cats. Probably unpopular opinion, but I don't think cats have any place in rural Tasmania.
No.
They have no place at all, and I just don't understand it. But anyway, don't get me even started on that rant.
Oh,
I could go on.
I just recently did because we went to a cat cafe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where was that? In Melbourne?
There's a few. There's a few in Melbourne. I think there's about 3 of them. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not a cat person, but yeah, interesting.
Yeah, my wife wanted to because they all want a cat, and I'm just like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd ever get a cat. It just wouldn't. I mean, if I did, it would never be allowed to go outside. But
no, exactly, yeah.
Just don't see the point really, and they just don't belong here. I mean, we have there's like native ground bats and things here, and lots of lizards, and they just get decimated.
They do.
By these cats that people let out of their house, and I just don't understand it. I don't understand why you would do that. If you love the wilderness and you love nature and you know, let's face it, you wouldn't really be living here if you didn't. And I just don't know why people do that. It's really irresponsible.
It is. Yep. So you heard it from me. Rini says death to cats.
Well, look, I mean, we've shot one. We had to shoot one. My husband has a, firearms license, and so we didn't do anything illegal, but there was a cat on our property stalking our chickens, and he had to put it down. It was a feral cat.
Yep.
But it wasn't anyone's pet. But yeah, it's just a nuisance, and it's getting worse. Let's do a whole podcast on cat eradication. That's right.
Oh, poor Tinkerbell.
I know, poor Snowball.
Okay, so yes, let's do it. Let's get on with it. Now, I want to understand, because I noticed this. I don't know whether you've done this because of being on Amazon or not, but it's such a long title on the actual Amazon.
Yeah. So it is. It's a keyword type thing. Yeah. So it's the actual name of the book, journal, planner thing is Make My Day, and then you kind of have to write in the title what it's about, because when people are scrolling through Amazon, they look at something and say, "Oh, Make My Day, what the hell's that?" They sort of need to know what it's about and what is in it.
Yes.
And because it's a low content book and it doesn't have an ISBN number, I can't show the inside of the book on Amazon, so I can only show the cover. Of course, the cover's not going to tell you much about what's in the book.
Yep.
So yeah, you need to use language words to describe that to people, which is why that title is so long.
It is so long. Well, the title, so it also has obviously on the book, is a daily planner for neurodivergent minds. Let's just read the little blurb here too, just as a bit of an intro. And did you write this?
I did.
I'm going to have a question about this.
Okay.
A theory or I've been sleuthing. I'm not sure if I'm going to be right,
good.
but we'll see.
All right.
Okay. It says, discover the ultimate organisational tool designed with neurodiversity in mind. This innovative planner combines a logical layout with emotional well-being focus, perfect for anyone seeking clarity and balance in their life. Featuring an exclusive emotional vocabulary chart, it empowers users to track moods, identify triggers, and articulate feelings with precision. Whether you're a student, professional, artist, or homemaker, this planner will revolutionise your approach to self-care and productivity. Embrace a new level of self-understanding and organisation. Your journey to a more balanced life starts here.
Yay!
Now, my first question is, was AI involved at all?
No. I love writing. It's one of my outlets, I guess, and I really enjoy writing articles. I have a blog. It's missrini.com, and I just enjoy writing. So. And various jobs that I've had in the past have involved me writing copy, advertising, marketing copy. So I'm quite good at it.
Well, see, I like writing too, but the reason I said that is because there's Zs, and because I've been using the AI tools for, like I mentioned, podcast episode 55. Goblin Tools is a tool I use every single day.
Okay.
And what it does is it spits out stuff with a Z, the American spelling. And so that's when people can notice. That's where people go, oh, that's AI there.
I've purposely done that because most of the market on Amazon is American.
Yeah.
So I've actually made another book since then as well, which is a colouring book. And I've used COLOR, in all of that. So it's a conscious decision to use the American spelling. I mean, I hate to say it. I kind of, I'm married to an American, and we're always fighting over the whole spelling thing. But yeah, it's something that I've consciously decided to do in that market for Amazon.
I did think that might have been the case. Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, so interesting.
Yeah.
I always have to make sure I go do a little find on Zs, but because I've been planning for doing sort of planning for this event that's coming up where they're asking me to provide copy of certain things, which I've never had to do before, it's become really useful because then I can just put down the ideas and it puts it in the format that I've never done before.
Right. Well, that is helpful. Yeah.
It is really helpful. And
I mean, there are people that write books entirely with AI, and there's a bit of a backlash against it because it's soulless, you know, and you can tell. I mean, I can tell when I read things that have been written by AI. I've got a friend actually who does a business blog, and it's all written by AI, and it's dreadful. It's dreadful. It's just there's no humanity there, you know. There's no you know, sometimes the charm is in the imperfection.
Absolutely.
Know? And
you've got to add that back, I think. That's what I do anyway. I use that as,
sure.
Okay, this is the template, this is the form it's got to be in, and then I'll go and start playing with the words and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes it just, I mean, I wrote an article yesterday. Yesterday I wrote an article for my blog, which literally took me 30 minutes it just tumbled out of my head.
Wow, okay.
And it's quite a long article, but for me, sometimes I just have to write it. I have to write that down.
Okay.
It's part of my thing, I guess. I mean, I have that compulsion with walking as well, and it's also with writing. It's kind of an outlet.
Me too. I don't do as much as I'd like to, but I guess I've got that musical element as well, so that tends to help a bit.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, for this book particularly, like you said it was a conversation with your therapist that sort of set the book in motion. What was the conversation?
Yeah, so I know everyone's different, you know, we're all different in that respect, but for me, I sometimes have difficulty identifying how I'm feeling. I know I'm feeling a certain way, and I have obviously, you know, I do have feelings. I'm not a robot, but I can't sometimes articulate them, and even I don't really know what they are. You know, I don't really understand what's going on, and I can't figure out whether it's sadness, anxiety. You know, like there's a lot of, and of course it's a lot of things, but I don't really know where to start sometimes.
No, me either.
So she actually put me onto this this chart, but it was extremely complicated, and it had a lot of different categories and subcategories, and then within those it had words, and it just went on and on and on. It's actually public domain, so you know, I was fine modifying it. I didn't copy it, but I did simplify it a lot. So that's in the book, and it's a very simple chart, and what it's supposed to be is really just a starting point, like a jumping off point, so that you can go down, look at this chart, you can go down this list, and you can read various emotive words, and then you can kind of, you know, narrow it down a little bit and see where you're sitting at that time. So, you know, if you kind of think, well, it's not a good feeling, I don't have a good emotion, it's probably sadness or something like that. Right. You'll start there and you'll work your way around. And so it's a good way of kind of, you know, when you're learning a new language, you learn some basic vocabulary, and then you kind of, you know, go from there. So it's a bit like that. You start with a basic word, and you can kind of then create your own words and add your own content into it. So the way that the page works in the book is that you start off the day and you identify how you're feeling. And so that's at the start. And you can even draw. And this is the one
you gave me? You sent this to me?
Yeah. So that's the interior of the book that I can't show on Amazon. Yep. And you can just even draw like a little face, you know, if that helps. You can maybe just draw the face and not do the word, or you know, or do both. And then at the end of the day, you do the same thing at the bottom of the page. Yep. And you can kind of, for me, it's been helpful, and hopefully for a lot of people it would be helpful to kind of figure out where you start and where you end and what happened that day. Yes. And then you can look back, you know, and see if there's any sort of correlation, or, you know, and I just think it helps to understand, you know, your emotions a little bit better in relation to what you're doing that day. So that's kind of, that was kind of the aim of it. And I'm a bit old school, so I like to write things on paper, and I like to sort of have something next to me at my desk that I can write on. So I've always kind of done that. I mean, also I use, of course, my phone and Google Calendar and all the other things, but I do like to write things down, particularly when I have ideas and, just thoughts. I like to write them down. So it kind of was something I was using already.
Okay. Yep.
And I thought, well, it might be really useful for other, not just neurodivergent people, although I do think it is obviously aimed at neurodivergent people.
Yep.
But I think it would be useful for a lot of different people who maybe have issues with their emotions and labeling them. And also it's got things like, how much water did I drink today?
Yeah. Oh, no, we'll go through it. Let's go through it, because there's, again, in that episode 55, I was looking at digital tools.
Right.
And one of those ones that matches what you're talking about is called How We Feel, which is something I started using a bit, but I'm not really using it much anymore. But that's used to sort of check in and be more mindful about what you're feeling. It asks you how you're feeling right now, and you can pick from about 50 different words, but then it asks you to write down why, like what do you think was a trigger, that sort of stuff. But it's an online version of this. So with yours, it starts with, like, you've got the date, so that's a date you can actually write in instead of having it. Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't want to, and also I'm the kind of person who, if I'm forced to do something every day, I'm not going to do it. I kind of rebel against it. So I want it to be, so if you feel like doing this today, do it today. If you don't feel like doing it tomorrow, don't do it tomorrow.
No.
I don't want it to be you're locked into having to use this page by page. Yeah.
It's really cool and also I think when you go through a calendar or a diary which has these set dates, you see all these empty ones and you feel bad about yourself.
You do.
You know what I mean? I like that. So this one, there's not going to be any empty pages.
No, you just do what you feel like. Exactly.
It's awesome. So because what I'm doing is, just so the listeners know, I'm looking at an example where it's already been filled in. So, so you've put in the date, you've put a circle around it. It was Thursday. That the word to describe how you're feeling has got anxious, and you've got a sort of an unhappy face.
Yep.
Then you go down to my goals today. So this is like the first thing in the morning. This is the sort of stuff you would put down that would help you sort of understand, okay, what's going on today. It gets you, I think, in the moment, helps you sort of, here I am now, but here's what's coming up. And so you put down things like, cook a meal, drink some water, go outside.
Yep.
You've got appointments, so you can put in your appointments, what they are. And, you've got the water intake, which is interesting. So you've got like 1, 2, 3, 8 glasses of water, and then you're sort of colouring in or however you want to do, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Then you've got under that your to-do list. So you've got appointments, which are different to...
Yeah, so they're set things that you have to, you have to be somewhere at a certain time.
And I love this because you've got, so under the to-do list, you've got 3 different subcategories, which is get it done today, do it soon, and it can wait. And that can be extremely, I've seen this in some of the other sort of online tools. But for those of us who do like to write things down, I think I really see the value and having this here, because my wife just writes copious notes for things she's going to be doing today. I've got to get her a copy of this because she would love this. It's exactly what she does, except on pizza paper. You know.
Well, that's it, and then it becomes messy. You can't keep track of it, and you can't look back at it either. And I kind of think the looking back thing is a big component.
How do you feel then with the section that says get it done today, and you put things like call doctor, make up a spare room, finish an essay. How does it feel if you don't tick those off?
Yeah, so I've kind of done it so that it's not because you're writing these things down and there's a little circle there that you can tick. And there's, as you said, there's the 3 categories. So I feel like everything is a bonus. So you've got to start somewhere. You've got to start small, baby steps, as they say. So if you get into the do it soon column and you've ticked a do it soon thing, as well as the get it done today, obviously, then I kind of feel like it's you're ahead. If you've got something in the do it soon, you've done it today.
Yep.
then you're ahead. So even if there's something you can get it done today that you didn't tick, you're still doing okay, if that makes sense. Like a little reward system, you get a tick, and it can wait. I mean, wow, if you did that, it can wait, then, you're winning.
I know.
So, it's kind of done, I guess, the whole thing is done as a low pressure kind of, look, you do what you can. And, if you can get something in that second section, then, hey, well done, So that's just how I see it. But
within, you also talk about, you've got a section in there about exercise.
Yes.
So if I was wanting to do something like every day, and I find I'm just not bloody doing it. And, I've got a personal trainer that we're going to, which is fantastic because they just tell me what to do.
Oh, that's good.
But I've got a bike. I don't know if you can even see. Just here, I've got an exercise bike just sitting here.
Yep.
And I've got some weights here, but I can't manage myself to actually use them.
And look, I don't, and I'm actually, part of my routine that I can't not do is walking. So that's kind of a coping thing for me. So every morning I get up and my schedule is exactly the same and can't be changed. And if it is changed, it's a source of, my whole day's ruined.
Right.
So I get up, I have my routine, I do everything in order, and then I go for my 45-minute walk.
Right.
So that's it is exercise, of course, and it's good for me, but it is part of my routine. So that's pretty much always going to go in there, unless there's, unless I'm not feeling well or it's raining a lot or something. But so I've kind of put if you look at where that is on the page, it's in the middle and it's just above where the idea part is.
Yes, yeah.
And I've kind of put it in a bit of an unobtrusive part because I do understand that people may not get to it. They might feel guilty if they don't do it. So it's not kind of part of the big sections. It's just there. So if you don't fill it in, it's not going to be that obvious, if that makes sense.
I feel like I should fill it in.
Yeah, and you obviously you want to.
Yeah.
But if you don't, it's not going to, smack you in the face.
Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe I need a smack in the face.
and look, there are lots of other really motivational exercise type things you could get, but I've put this on here because I do think it's part of your general health.
Absolutely,
it's part of just looking after yourself. And I know that you can get. Well, for me, once again, I can only speak for myself, but I get really hyper focused on certain tasks that I'm doing, and I do forget to drink water. I do forget to eat. I forget to go outside. Those are things that I really need to just write down and just visually see that I've done it and that I can do it.
Yeah. I need to do. I used to walk a lot, but that was when I was working in offices. And now I'm at home. Yeah. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it because I don't. I realised I was using it as a regulation to get it out of all the social stuff and just be able to. And I like walking anyway, but now that's not there for me. Right. So I haven't included walking into my daily sort of regime here. Water I am. You can see, I'm showing you a gigantic water bottle.
I've got one. I've got a Hello Kitty one. So
it's huge.
And at the moment, I've got a Hello Kitty glass.
I love it. Well, we got a whole lot of Mr. Men, even though there's issues with with those characters. Still, I love them. I was reading those books to my son for many years over and over again.
70s and the 80s, they were good, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, Robert Hargraves.
The best.
Yeah.
Mr. Greedy was my favourite.
Mr. Greedy, yeah. But I started coming up with my own characters as well. I got so bored. Yep. And so I love coming up with stories like on the cuff. Let's come up with something, a new one. Yeah. And I tell him when he get to bed that our favourite was Mr. Murder.
Oh, God.
But Mr. Murder it still followed like that kind of the way they do the stories is he actually never does murder anyone. He just tries, and it never quite works out. He tried to murder Mr. Jelly. And, the knife kept bouncing off him. And
that's dark.
And in the end, Mr. Jelly said, the stretch rack didn't work. It's not going to work. So they ended up just having a lovely cup of tea together and became friends.
Oh, nice. That's very sweet. So you could write these ideas down in here.
Ideas floating around in my head. It is amazing. That's my favourite part. That's definitely my favourite part.
And there are whole blank pages. Like every 5 pages, I put a blank page in, so that you can really go to town on, expanding your ideas, drawing little pictures and all sorts. I like to draw pictures and make little diagrams of things, and so you've got to have space to do that too, I think.
I think so too, and it's sometimes I still haven't found that right means. I can understand doing this like in the morning at the end of the day, or even during the day if you've got it available on your desk, you can actually start putting those ideas down. If I'm out and about or something, I'm still haven't found a tool that's best for me to put my ideas down. The closest I've done is use a little recording thing.
Yep.
But then I never go and listen to them.
Yeah. I'm as I said, I'm old school, and I have a little notepad in my bag that I write things down on. So I don't know, just have to write it down. And I think when you write things down, then they're right there and you can see them.
I know.
Whereas on a screen, you've kind of got to go into the app and you've got to, you've got to kind of make an effort to get there. And then
but
I'm
left-handed, Rini. I'm left-handed. Right. I can't write. Like it actually hurts.
Does
to
it?
write too much, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't write a lot, but scribbling down notes is fun. I wouldn't want to write like a whole. I mean, when I was at uni and I had to write pages and pages of lecture notes, that was a little bit of a strain. But
that's horrible, isn't it? No, typing's the go for me. I love that.
Oh yeah, typing's fine.
What I'd love is what's coming up soon will be those sort of 3D keyboards that might crop in front of your glasses or the phone, so you can then just type on the air.
Space.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be a weird feeling. Mm.
But this is a good one, and again, this is really focusing on people who love to put things down on paper, and there's a lot of us.
Yes,
but like we're saying, I don't think it's just for people who like paper. Like this is not a lot of writing for me to have to do.
Yeah,
but it's ever present. And it's there. If I put it next to me, I can hang it up somewhere and in front of me here with a clip, and just keep reminding myself and adding to it as the day goes on.
Exactly.
And you can't do that with the apps. They do their little notifications and things, but
and I find you kind of and I don't know about you, but I get distracted when I go on my phone and I'm supposed to be doing something. Then I go, oh, look at that, and I just look at that shiny thing, and I'm distracted, Whereas paper is kind of a bit easier. But look, everyone's different, and if you're an app person and you like your digital stuff, then this isn't for you. But if you,
I still think it is. I still think it can be. I think
in partnership, in tandem,
yes,
maybe.
Particularly if you're, particularly I reckon, if you're sitting at a desk, if part of your work is doing that, and it's ever present, I think it works for both.
Well, I hope so. That's obviously my intention.
Gotcha. Well, what was the bit I loved also? So underneath the ideas floating in your head, you've also got Today I Learned.
Yes, that's one of my favourite parts of the whole page, because I feel like, like I'm an older person, but I do feel like I learn a lot, all the time. And it doesn't just have to be things that you learn, academically speaking, but it could be things you've learned about. I've got, for an example on this page, how to change the printer ink. That's something that you learn. You don't have to, now you know how to do that. But also things like I've been really into sourdough bread making lately, and I've been, learning a lot about how to make the sourdough starter and lots of things about baking the bread, and so I learn new things, every day about that. So
and
that's
we
just
forget.
kind of a spot.
Do you forget?
Forget what you've learned.
Yeah.
Do you mean? Yeah.
Well, just forget that you've even done it.
Right. So if you put it down in here, then it's kind of like it's a feel-good thing in a way, because you look back and you go, God, I've compared to, 3 weeks ago, look at all the stuff I know now, that I didn't know.
Yeah.
So it could be anything, there's lots of examples of things that you learn that you didn't know. Like I learned recently, and I don't know, people might think I'm a bit dense, but the word inflammable, I learned about that. I always used to think that it meant that something couldn't burn, couldn't catch on fire. But it means the opposite. inflammable means flammable.
But we've got flammable for that.
I know. It did my head in as well. But
well, what's not flammable?
Google it. Look up inflammable, and you'll be shocked.
Oh my God! How dare they?
You'll be shocked. I was like, no, that can't be right. And sure enough,
you can be unflappable. Right, so is it unflammable?
No, I don't think. I think it's non-flammable. If something doesn't burn, it's non-flammable, right? But I always thought it was inflammable. But inflammable means it can burn.
That's bizarre.
Anyway, so I learned that. So that went on one of my pages. I think I just wrote inflammable with exclamation marks.
Yes, a few of them.
So how crazy is that? But, this is my point. There's all these weird things you can learn that you didn't know.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of fun to put them down, I think. Makes you feel like you're getting better. You know more stuff every day. But
I also do, at the moment, I'm doing jams or variations on the theme of jams. So what I'm doing is we got a whole 24 punnets of raspberries.
Oh.
Really cheap, under $10.
Yum.
It's mad. So then I've turned it into what was going to be jam, but it's not thick enough to call it jam. It still works at that, but you can put it on pancakes. I'm actually mixing it in with Greek yogurt.
Like a sauce freezing it type thing.
That sort of stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
So I've been trying lots of different things like that, but I can tell you in a year's time, I will have forgotten that I did any of this.
Right.
Completely forgotten. If I'd taken a photo and it shows up on Facebook Memories, I'll go, when did I do that?
Yes. Yeah.
It's really annoying. It's so annoying. Things I learn, I have to relearn.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know what you mean. You kind of go through, you go through phases of being really into something, and then you're just not anymore. I know what you mean.
I've literally forgot. Oh my God, I was into that, wasn't I? Oh yeah,
that's right. And then just not. It's like,
moved on. Whatever. Well, you got there's two more things at the bottom, which was note it to self.
Yes.
So is that sort of?
That's just it's just a space where you could, put things that you just want to tell yourself. If that makes sense.
And maybe you missed on the day, and then you need to put into the next one.
That's right. And then you could put it on the next one. So I've got in the example, remember to check the tyres.
Yep.
And that's just something, that I would have forgot if I hadn't written it down.
Right.
So, you could even on the next time you do this, you could put that on the Get It Done Today section, if you felt like
exactly. Yeah, that's
something
it.
that needed doing.
Yes.
So, that's kind of where that stuff goes for the future. New things that aren't already on the it can wait section.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in a language that you're going to understand
later
as well. Because check tyres. Oh, yeah, there's 4 of them. There they are.
Yeah, that's right.
Specifically check the.
That's right. And I've got a little picture of a tyre there. looks like a donut, but it's a.
I know.
But it's a tyre. Because I like to draw little, do little doodles and things. So, I've got little herbs.
This is what I'm saying. Jen needs it. She needs this so badly. Yeah. It's just perfect for her. I can't wait. I'm getting this. As soon as we finish, I'm pressing the buy on this one because it's gonna. I tell you, Jen will love this. I'm gonna have it for Christmas.
There you go. Right. Actually, it arrives pretty quickly too because I know someone who bought one and they sent me a message said, "Oh my God, it came in a week." So
I think it says for me it's Wednesday.
Oh wow!
So
really?
And it's what's it now? Friday.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty good, huh?
The joys of not living in the middle of nowhere.
I know.
Things take weeks to get here.
Well, I've just had a terrible sort of. Is it an autistic moment? It's a stressful autistic moment yesterday it's terrible. I know, but sometimes I'm buying things on Temu, which it's not a good thing. But then pretty much, there's a lot of things that we buy which are not great for other second, third world countries because the way that we they abuse their own people and that we utilise them just for crap that we buy is pretty scary. But that's the sort of culture we live in. But anyway, sometimes I get a few little things, and if I like them, I'll go and get them a better version of them somewhere.
Yeah.
But the package said it arrived yesterday, and then it didn't. It wasn't anywhere to be found.
Oh.
And so I was searching around, getting very anxious about the whole thing. And then finally I found something on, it mustn't have been updated properly, so I checked today, and they had photos of where they put it. And they'd shoved it half into my letterbox with the lid, because the lid goes open on it. And it was an old school sort of 50s mailbox.
Yeah.
Obviously someone stole it, because it was just hanging out there.
Someone stole your package?
Yeah.
I thought that only happened in America.
It was just like always begging, saying, please take me.
Oh, no.
Idiots. All they had to do was just walk up and just hand it. I was here.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That's a shame. Or they could, give you the red card, They give you the red Australia postcard in your post box, and you go to the post office.
I know, exactly. Yep. No, twits. But anyway, I diverged.
What a shame.
So at the end of the day, I'm not feeling contented. I wasn't yesterday.
No. Well, see, then you would put at that box there, you would say that you felt, I don't know, disappointed or stressed or something like that. And then you would, be able to see that comparison.
Yes.
Because you'd probably have on note to self, you might have something like, follow up Temu package or something, or
that's it.
Contact Temu for refund or something like that, and then you'd see at the bottom, you'd go, oh, that's what happened.
Do you go back on them? Do you have a look back?
Yeah, I do.
To see what's been happening and
I do.
Interesting.
It is interesting, because then you can kind of see, because as you were saying, like, you do forget about things, and then you can kind of see what ideas were floating around your head, and maybe you didn't do anything about one of them, or maybe even all of them, and you'll go, oh yeah, that was a good idea, and you'll do something about it.
Yep.
I mean, that's how I work, but it might be that might be useful for people too, if they forget about ideas they've had. Write them down, look back at them. That's
it. And it's all in one place instead of in notes
instead
everywhere.
of lots of pieces of paper.
Or in audio recordings.
Yeah, that's right.
Lost to the ages.
That's
oh my
right.
God.
You never listen to them.
I feel like, kids and so forth, if they ever get access to our logins and things, the stuff that they're going to be able to find. I mean, my drive is full of photos and videos of me walking back from home, just talking about philosophy and stuff like that. It'd be very interesting for them.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe. Or not. Or delete. Now, I just want to also I want to make sure that sort of people get in their heads the format of this book. So I just wanted to. Could you just sort of take us through what is the experience when you open the book, and what are you seeing?
Well, do you know what? I don't actually have a copy. I have got an author's copy coming to me, but for some reason, and I don't understand why, I would have just been better off just buying a normal copy. It takes Amazon like weeks and weeks and weeks to get you an author's copy. So weird. Even though I don't actually have that version of the book in my hands, obviously I use the pages anyway. But basically, it's a soft cover book. I've made it a larger size, so it's not an A4 size, but it's a little bit smaller than that. Yes. So a lot of planners I find are too small. And so when you want to write in them, it's quite difficult. You've kind of got to make your writing small when it's not it's restrictive. So I've made this a little bit bigger. So it's a slightly bigger book. So if you wanted to, I guess you could carry it around in your bag. But it's also a really good desk size.
Yes.
So you open it up, and in the front is the emotion chart. So that is, I think, the second page. So it's easy for you to find. And then from there are each page is that layout that I've sent you.
Yes.
Which is where you fill things in. And then every fifth page, maybe every sixth page, every fifth page is a blank page where you can scribble and write things and draw pictures.
Okay.
That sort of thing. And then you're back onto the, another 5 pages of the layout. So that's kind of how it goes. And it's got... I should know this, about 120 pages, I think it is. Does it say on the listing?
It does say. Yeah, it does. It says on on there. It is 120 pages.
Right. Yep. Oh, how's that?
Dimensions. It's got the dimensions there as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it will last you, quite a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a diary. It like literally is a diary of your life.
Yeah, it is really. It is.
Yeah.
And I've called it Make My Day because I know that's a thing. But I think it kind of is like making your day. Like it's kind of like creating your day, and then, that's kind of how I saw it. Like you're kind of building your day, and then you're looking at your day. Yeah. So that's why I've called it Make My Day.
And it works too.
If you were wondering,
It's why I did the neuro spicy, because it's got to be something that sort of jumps out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a bit of tongue in cheek, a bit of a wink, a bit of fun.
Yeah.
But also tells you exactly what it is.
For sure. Yeah.
So no, I think it works an absolute treat. Now that's good. So that helps me understand now what to expect. But what I don't understand is, how does one publish a book? How does this work?
Well, you can. So I've got a background in graphic design anyway, so I do understand how to lay out things. But I think anyone could really do it. I mean, you could use Canva or any of those tools, and lay out your pages. And then Amazon, it's called Amazon KDP, which is let me think of what that stands for. Kindle Direct Publishing. There you go. And what they do is they can give you, I mean, there's heaps of tutorials on it if you want to Google it, but they give you templates for how big the pages should be. And then you just really make the content, lay it out, make it into a PDF, upload it. And that's kind of how it works. So it's print on demand. So you don't need to print a whole bunch of books and sell them. Amazon will print them as they're ordered.
That's so good.
And then they, send them to the people.
Yes.
So it's just a lot easier. And I think it's a great system because it's really accessible for people who want to write something. I'm actually writing another book at the moment, which is very different to that one. And it's a very long book, so it's going to take me a while to write. Yeah. And I think it's going to be a 2-parter as well. But it just allows you to publish your own work and for other people to be able to buy it as well. And, you make a little bit of money from it. So I think it's if you're into that, it's a really good solution rather than going to find a publisher and going through all of that, which, of course, is probably almost impossible if you've never written a book before. So
yeah, I know. I did a photo. I did the cover for someone I met at a cafe who self-published his books. And, he did it all through the sort of similar ways. But that was, however it was, God, it must have been over 10 years ago that was happening. But it was still on Amazon. And
so I think self-publishing is a very, I want to say, democratic way of getting ideas out there. Because when you have a publisher, there's a certain line you have to toe as well with the publisher, and there's obviously going to be their ideas and things. But when you self-publish, it's all you. It's all what you want to do. Obviously, following guidelines of proper content and that sort of thing. But it's pretty much what you want to put out there to people. And I really like that. I tend to buy books that are self-published because I just really like the idea of having someone create something that is really their own and is not influenced by other people's opinions and marketing things even.
Well, this is what the podcast does as well, and people I know there are sort of little pod groups, or they're under an umbrella of some name, and that you join those. I can't imagine ever wanting to do that because I just think there'd be influence
Yeah, and you
that.
want to be independent and have your independent thought, and it's a bit like Etsy, you know, like Etsy is all the handmade stuff, and it's not the mass produced samey. Everyone's the same, and following trends. It's a bit different, and I like Etsy as well, but I like that kind of thing, and also in writing, I think it's really important that these things remain independent.
I guess Patreon is a sort of version, that sort of Amazon online publishing version for podcasting, because one of my favourite podcasts, Blind Boy here, he makes his living just through Patreon. He doesn't provide anything different to those who subscribe or whatever. It's just, if you like what I'm doing,
contribute.
And I love that, and that means he doesn't have to not produce something because someone tells him to.
Right,
he's
exactly.
Completely free to do whatever he wants.
Yeah. And the same with, I haven't watched TV for, I don't know, a couple of years now. I haven't watched TV. I just watch YouTube,
Okay. Yep.
And there are a lot of really good documentaries and things on YouTube that I enjoy, and, regular content that I watch. And, I watch the news every so often.
Yep.
But, for my entertainment, I much prefer the independently produced content.
Yep.
Because it's more real, I feel like there's a lot of stuff in media that is just not real anymore.
Oh God, you don't know where to find it.
Yeah, and you just don't know what to believe, and you just don't, it's just not my thing.
No.
And so, and I guess it's similar. It's similar with publishing, books and producing movies, even.
Yeah,
I like the independent stuff. So
I love that too. So for this, obviously, we know who this book's aimed for.
Yeah.
So it's really for any neurodivergent person. And I know when you talk about those sort of words that you have to put down at the top with ADHD and ASD and blah, blah, blah. But it is the sort of thing that works across the board for any neurotype, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not a psychologist, and I'm not an expert, and I don't have ADHD. I am autistic, and I know a lot of people have both, but for me, it's just autism. So I'm not by any means an expert on ADHD, and maybe, I mean, I do think this would be suitable for people with ADHD.
Oh, yes.
It does help you keep focused and keep all of your things in one place.
Yep.
But, I do think for a range of neurodiverse people, this would be really helpful.
But I love the fact that it really is, it's for anyone. It really is for anyone, because everyone experiences that sort of annoyance of, oh, geez, what am I supposed to be doing today? And it's just, we all get that way. But this also adds those elements from your understanding as a neurodivergent person. So you know how these things work because you've used them.
Yeah. And I mean, I use it. It's really helpful. And so that's kind of where I was going with that. I think if it's helpful for me and I use it all the time, then why wouldn't it be useful and helpful for other people?
Well, on that, what's the response been?
Well, I haven't. It's only been published for a short time, so I think there's only 3 or 4 reviews on there.
Oh, it's hard, isn't it?
And they're
it's
all
hard
really,
to get feedback.
I know. Write me a review, someone.
Totally.
But, I mean, it really does help because people tend to not buy things if they don't have lots of reviews.
Yeah.
So, I think that would be really useful. So, hopefully that will just happen organically.
Yes.
But, So far, response has been really good.
Yep.
But as I said, I think, I believe in it. I think it's a really good book.
Yes.
And, I think it'll just, it'll suit those who it suits.
Yes.
Put it that way.
Well, you soon find out. That's
exactly.
it. But I like the fact that I think it will sort of overcome, for me, my issue of not starting things. Because, as I said to you, that's why I'm starting to envision how I would place it, where I would place it, that sort of thing. So I sit down here in the morning, and before I start logging on to work, I've got it there. But for me, I think I'd need, because I've got shelving in front of me here up the top.
Right.
I can imagine actually literally just putting it up there.
Yeah.
And so I can't not look at it.
Right.
I'm always reminded. I've written these things down, and I just see that as being really useful for me. That it's a present, tangible thing, something I could touch. It's not like a little pop-up notification or a ding.
Yeah.
It's just there.
Yeah.
No,
well, hopefully, fingers crossed. And I think, I think it would suit a big range of people. So
I'm going to have a click on your name here and see if you've got anything else.
Oh, my.
I'm sick of this shit. A snarky colouring book for menopausal women. This is another thing for Jen. And it's got a picture of a woman with a wine and the saucy middle finger.
The saucy finger.
Yep. Saying, up yours, I'm doing some drawing or I'm doing some colouring in. Is that what it is?
That is what it is.
Yep.
And actually, because I'm, of a certain age, and I'm not menopausal, I'm perimenopausal, but I reckon it's the same thing.
What the hell's that? What's that mean?
Perimenopausal means the period of time that you go through before you actually.
You said pre. I thought you said peri.
No, I did say perimenopausal.
Oh, it is.
It is.
What?
It's called perimenopause, and it's the period of time right before menopause, and it can last for years, and you still have the same crappy symptoms, and the whole bit. You're actually begging for menopause at that point.
Wow.
So yeah, I kind of one day I just wrote down all these things that I was really sick of.
Oh my God.
And a whole bunch of scenarios. Look, I don't know, Dan, you're not the target market here, but it's just a whole bunch of things. So I actually...
You're saying I can't get menopause?
Well, maybe you can. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's
maybe
menopause.
men get a version where their testosterone drops and they, But anyway, you have no idea what we go through. That's what
my daughter tells my son all the time.
Right. So I just wrote down a whole bunch of snarky, I was just really annoyed one day. And I actually did use a bit of AI for this book because I don't know how to draw. I'm not a very good artist. I do know how to design things. I'm a good designer, but as far as drawing, so I really wanted it to look, easy to colour in and kind of almost vintage. So I went with AI on the actual.
Which one?
On the actual colouring in pictures in the book, but all of the text is me. I've just written a whole bunch of. So each page is a picture of something.
Okay.
And then I've written a rant
on
the bottom, below the picture, which relates to the picture, and is just you have to read it. You have to read it to understand. But,
are you tired of feeling like a human furnace? A human furnace. Oh my God! Sick of mood swings that make you want to throat punch random strangers. So this is what I just did on the latest episode. Is I did that little advert for ASD-licious,
Right, exactly.
Can you hear the same voice?
Yeah, you could do it in marketing voice, Yeah. Are you
Remember,
tired
ladies,
of feeling like a furnace?
Menopause is a bitch, but so are we.
That's right, so are we. Oh, look, it's just a bit of fun, I don't know whether anyone's ever going to buy it, but I felt it was cathartic. I felt very good writing that down.
Midlife shit show. A midlife shit show.
It's a
great.
shit show.
Yep. This should be on the bestsellers.
It's a bit of entertainment, bit of comedy,
Oh my God. Okay, so you've got the two there, and you said you've got one you're working on at the moment.
So yeah, I'm working on another book at the moment, which is non-fiction still. It's going to be about decluttering and organising your life. So I actually did a YouTube video on this topic about 4 or 5 months ago, and it went off. Like, it absolutely went off. It's got 200,000 views or something now, and I'm really interested in that topic. And I thought, well, I've got a lot to contribute, so I started writing this book. Which are you still laughing at the?
I'm laughing and thinking my wife is like, are you writing just for her? Because all three of these books are just for her. Like, they're perfect for her. I mean, have a look. This is.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to read you a few little things from there?
I'm just showing Rini my room at the moment. The office is full of clutter of things we're thinking of selling. And at the other side, my side, it's quite neat. It's quite neat. It's got all my records and so forth.
Right.
But it's just hilarious that always clutter is just happening at our house, and we're constantly trying to declutter all the time.
Yeah. And it is an ongoing process. Like, it's not something that you do once and then you never have to do it again.
Yes.
You do have to keep on it.
Exactly.
But I just want to write about how to sort of go about it, how to sort of adopt a different mindset about it, and how to kind of stay on it, and also how not to accumulate more stuff. And that's kind of the other part of the equation that no one really talks about. It's like, well, you've got all this stuff, and what do I do with it? But this is kind of more about, it's got that, but it's also got, okay, now that you've gotten to this point, how do you not get yourself back into that situation? So I've got to, write a lot about, how to not accumulate things. And that sort of goes into, things like gift buying. There's a whole section on gift buying, because gift buying to me is, I have opinions on gift buying, which is a lot to do with zero waste. I find there's a lot of waste involved, particularly around Christmas time, this time of year, where people are going out and just buying, lumps of plastic for someone because they feel an obligation.
On the cupboard behind me.
Right. They've got an obligation and they feel like they need to, and they end up, just contributing to this problem. So, there is a section on that as well, and all sorts of things.
You need to factor in, or don't, but I think one thing you should factor in is when we clutter, when we create clutter and we buy things thinking, well, this is going to be practically useful at some point.
Yeah.
But then if we don't put them in places that we storage and that makes sense, and it's always in the one spot. You don't have it like, okay, so we have a lot of boxes full of just random stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just, you're in a hurry and you just chuck things in a box, know. And then after a year, we'll go and declutter and just have a look around, and we'll find all these things that we have since been buying but didn't realise we had them.
Right.
So how do you go about making sure that what you do bring in is carefully placed somewhere?
See, this is the problem. When you have too much inventory, when you have too much stuff, you do lose track of what you already have, and you end up buying things again.
Yes.
And so that's a big problem as well.
It's a big problem.
And I do cover that as well. But it's really just having too much inventory causing other problems.
Yes.
Because of the amount of actual things that you have. So it's a huge thing, and I don't think a lot of people are aware of it and they know about it, but they don't really know where to start or how to sort of maintain it. So I think if I write a book about it, that might be helpful too. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. So I tend to write, besides that menopause book, which I think, well, actually, although it's entertaining, I do think it's helpful as a stress relief thing for people too, because, when other people are complaining about something that you're experiencing, you don't feel alone. You feel like, well, I'm not going crazy, this is actually happening, and there are other people that are experiencing this, and maybe that makes you feel better. But I also think that what I write should be helpful, So particularly with that first, Make My Day, what we're talking about today, I think is helpful. And also the book that I'm writing at the moment, I think is going to be really helpful. So I'm more about the non-fiction helpful books than, entertaining somebody.
I've got another idea for you.
Okay.
I think this would work an absolute bloody treat if you could figure out how to do it.
Okay.
That's another option other than buying something off Amazon where they do the printing for you.
Yeah.
Imagine that we could buy one of these books that has that's scented. The pages are scented with your perfumes.
Yeah, well, see, that's a lot of investment. That is, that's a financial investment.
Would it be though? Learning how to do bookbinding, it would just be. It wouldn't be stuff you'd be making a lot of, but You could, if you wanted to, have a really expensive option that's been book bound with the smells and things like that.
Right.
I don't know. Don't you think there would be some
interest? Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know whether I'm actually working on a product at the moment. We're talking about my business now, but I'm working on something where I'm making almost like a sample discovery kit so that people can smell every single fragrance that I make in one little compact thing. It's a cardboard-based thing. It's not plastic, of course.
Lilac.
Yeah, so I'm actually working on that design at the moment with somebody. So that's kind of maybe what you're talking about, where they can smell everything, maybe try everything, but not actually get the full size product.
What about scratch and sniff?
Yes, I used to love scratch and sniff.
I love those things.
When I was at school, I had all these scratch and sniff stickers like all over my books.
Yes.
And I loved the smell. And those, those fragrant erasers, and there were fragrant pens you could get as well. Fragrant textures and pens that smelt like fruit.
Yes, I know. Oh my God, the grape ones. The grape ones.
Best. Oh, the grape ones were the best. I know. Do they still make scratch and sniff stickers anymore?
Not really. That's what I'm saying.
Maybe they had some chemical carcinogenic issues.
Yeah.
Maybe that's maybe people of Gen X. That's their cross to bear now, because
this is how we got the autism.
Yeah, maybe
scratch and sniffs.
It wasn't the vaccines. It was scratch and sniff. Oh dear.
Oh God. Good ideas though. I've got to write. See, if I had this bloody book, I'd be able to write down these ideas.
You'd be writing that down. You would be. And see, I actually use the blank pages to draw my little designs for this product I'm talking about. Just draw a little how I want it to look, and it's just so many uses for one particular thing.
Well, I can't wait. I'm getting them, and I was talking about just getting it for Jen, but I'm going to get one for myself because I can envision it. It's actually really, this could actually help me.
Get that for you and get Jen the menopause book, and you'll be good.
That's no, she could really use this one.
Yeah.
Instead of us having bits of paper all over the place.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there on the kitchen table. It would be perfect, absolutely perfect. So for any people who write notes and do things like that, and there'll be a lot out there who do that, it's a sort of a waste of paper, particularly if you're using Post-its or just pads. Consider that as well. That it's a lot of wastage, and if you've got something that's that will last you a decent amount of time, and it's there and it's contained. That's a big bonus.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I think hopefully we'll
less
get
clutter
a few people,
too.
less. That's it. Less bloody clutter. God, unless you buy a whole lot of them.
Yeah, well, you could, but
I got a whole cupboard full of the bloody books.
The visual clutter will be better though. Like it'll be.
Yes.
It'll look better. Yeah, less stressful.
Well, hopefully the poopers will get on board. It's coming up to Christmas. This is the perfect time.
Oh, it's the perfect Christmas
gift. Does not take long to get there. And just think of your partners, because obviously a lot of our partners are also, neurodivergent as well.
For sure.
So just consider that these things would be quite useful.
Yeah.
And particularly useful for kids
publisher.
too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? This is stuff that the kids could actually utilise.
Yes.
And it would really help them organise their days and get to understand themselves as well.
For sure.
As they're going through that process. So, it's a huge bloody market.
Yeah, and it's a very simple, clean layout for, for kids as well. So not confusing. I did look at other type of journal planners, when I was researching this, and a lot of them are really confusing. Well, I found them, visually really confusing.
Yep.
And a little bit stressful, so many things to fill in and all these boxes and things, and this is much cleaner and calmer, I think.
Oh, God, yeah. Do we have to say that this is not like a paid advertisement? Do we have to say things like that? It doesn't occur to me to think that way. Like it's not, as I said, but this is not that kind of podcast.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm not sponsoring anyone.
No, it's not like Big Pharma. It's Big Rini. Big Rini's just,
That's right. Oh no,
making threats.
There's
and
not
saying,
that much money in this. This is my side hustle, I guess. I still,
you're
I
a
run a business
multi-centenaire.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
dear.
God. Well, thanks so much for talking through this.
Oh, thank you. No, it was really good. I enjoyed chatting about it.
Oh, my God. It's just the perfect thing to bookmark the digital versus the sort of more hands-on.
Yeah.
It's a nice bookend sort of podcast for people to listen to see how they can utilize lots of different tools.
Yeah.
And also just try the damn things out. Actually just try them and see how they go.
For sure, yeah. I mean, it's not, it's not, I can't remember how much it is. It's not a big investment. It's
God, no.
$15 or something. It's
not even that
much. But, yeah, I mean, why not? And just see how you like it.
$14.85.
Right.
Isn't that weird when they do stuff like that?
So it's, it's a weird price, I know. But that's because it has to convert to a whole bunch of different currencies.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
And obviously Australia has GST and that kind of thing. So.
I know. So it's going to be bloody cheap for people over in the UK.
Yeah.
So consider that. We've got a lot of people from the UK listening.
Yeah, well there you go. It'll be
It's not
bargain.
Aussie. It's not an Aussie book. It's not like
No, there's no language or slang in it that they won't understand. No, it's fine.
How many kangaroos did you have to shoo off today?
That's right. I should have a little section there, how many wallabies came to your back door.
I know. And consider this, like there's cats everywhere and people are shooting cats everywhere.
Right.
It's not just Australia that we're shooting cats.
No,
everyone's shooting cats.
Yes. And I sound like a cat murderer now. It was just one and it was trying to get my chickens, so... Yeah.
No, it's feral, and that's what unfortunately that's what we have to do. Yeah. It's the same with over here with deer, with pigs. All these things are out there just destroying, our local flora and fauna,
native animals. Yeah,
yeah, and it's got to be done.
Sad. Yeah, very sad.
Oh well.
Anyway,
it's a sad ending, wasn't it?
Yeah,
what a downer.
On a high note.
Bloody hell!
Something positive.
What's one of the things you say in the cartoon? One of the cartoons, the colouring book.
Oh, do you want me to? I'll read you something funny.
Let
me read you something funny. Here we go. Oh, am I allowed to say the F word?
Of course.
Okay, good. Because there is a bit of F word in this.
Yeah,
this book. All right, so I have to describe it to you. So there's one page that is a picture of a lady and she's on a roller coaster and she's screaming her head off, and it's titled "Mood Swing Adventure." Right. Now it says, all aboard the Mood Swing Express. Next stop, Irrational Anger Junction, followed by Tearful Valley and Hysterical Laughter Peak. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this ride has no brakes and no end in sight. Woo fucking who.
Oh, God.
So...
Existential crisis.
So there's stuff like that in there. That just gives you an idea of what's in there. It's just me getting really annoyed with, various symptoms and... just over it, really.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So I hope that's, that's cathartic for somebody else.
Oh, I love it.
And there's a lot of examples of that, It just goes on.
It does on and on and on.
There is a page about men not getting it as well.
Oh, okay.
I think it's at the end. Let me just, from memory, I wrote. I just kind of got sick of it at the end and thought, well, there's a bit at the end about men. Here we go. Clueless Men, it's called. And there's a picture of a woman and she's rolling her eyes, sitting next to a man who's trying to be helpful. It says, if men had to experience even half of this shit, there would already be a miracle cure on the market.
Yep.
They'd have scientists working around the clock throwing money at the problem like it's an international emergency. In the meantime, hand me some ice cream and back away slowly.
It's so true.
Because, my husband, I love him, but he has no idea. So.
Well, you literally can just go, my husband, and just leave it at that, and everyone will understand.
That's right.
Poor
thing. He has to put up with a lot, but,
Well, I was thinking of doing Mr. Murder in this version, a colouring book, but I don't think the family of Robert Hargraves, whatever his name was, would be particularly happy with that. Oh, damn. I'll make up my own characters.
Call him something else and, you know.
Senor Murder.
Something,
All right, I'll go and write this down.
Lovely. Yeah, write it down. It down.
Thanks so much for talking today.
No, thanks, Dan. That was good.
Chat with you again.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you're releasing, I don't know, another rocket that's going off to Mars or something.
Right, I'm a high achiever. You should read my article I wrote yesterday. It was about autistic people.
Now, is this just on the Facebook page? Or
it's on itsmissrini.com.
Okay.
Which is my blog page. It's called The Happy Birthday Song. So if you read that, it's about my experiences with, growing up and being very afraid of that song.
Oh, my daughter too.
Yeah, well,
Screamed.
Have a read. It's a very quick read.
Wow.
And it's just about something that happened to me because it was my birthday yesterday. And it's just about something that happened to me at a restaurant. But I thought it would be really useful to write it down. So I wrote it all down, and it's amusing, and it's a quick read. So have a read of that.
Awesome.
I think you'll probably be able to relate to it.
I'll chuck it on the notes as well. And if you want to just put it on the page too, put it on.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
Both of them.
Yeah. There's a bit of autistic content on that blog, obviously, but this one I think.
Feel free to post anytime you want, or tell me, and I'll put it on there.
Okay, good.
It goes for anyone.
Lovely.
You don't have to pay me. I'll do it anyway. It doesn't matter.
I can't afford to pay you, Dan.
That's right. Take care. Thanks so much.
Yeah, you too. Have a good Christmas if I don't talk to you before then.
Oh, Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah. Put your pole up with your tinsel.
I got a lot of problem with you people.
That's right. Now you got to fight. You got to fight each other. Hey, Mr. Murder, you could come out at Christmas.
Mr. Murder can come. Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? Mr. Murder could be a great end-of-year alternative to Santa.
Yeah, for sure. No New Year's resolutions. You just get Mr. Murder out and, tell people all the ways that they've disappointed you throughout the year.
Disappointed, and instead of having like the reindeer poo and stuff, at the back there'll be like severed limbs.
Right.
Where the kids run out there and go, "Oh, looks like Mr. Murder's been here." Follow the entrails, and you might find a treat.
Oh, it's getting dark again, Dan.
To it.
I keep thinking I might invite you guys over at some point.
What? On not the day?
No, but like for a Christmas celebration. But I haven't got myself to do it yet.
Yes.
I'm not 100% sure if I feel like having you over.
No, we're difficult.